we're talking about Home of the Strange by Young the Giant and Donnie Darko. Don't forget to follow us on social media. On Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud, we're at NBAFT Podcast. And on Spotify and YouTube, you can just search Nobody Asked for This, and we'll probably, hopefully, come up. Let's just jump right into it, guys.
All right. Cool.
Media of the week.
Okay. So my media of the week was going to be The Joker or Memories of Murder, because I saw both of them this week. Both are really good. Memories of Murder is like South Korean Zodiac, but better. And Zodiac's really good. However, today I heard a little song called Semi-Charmed Life, and apparently I had never heard the lyrics to it, because the lyrics are about doing crystal meth. And I didn't know that.
Which lyrics are about doing crystal meth?
All of them. The entire song.
I do believe he says
Crystal
Semi-Charmed Kind of Life, Third Eye Blind. We're talking about the same.
Yes.
So, okay. He says, I want to get back to the place where I fell asleep inside you. Did he fall asleep inside some crystal meth?
I don't know. Okay. I don't have the
So that
lyrics
answers
up
that
right
question.
now. So, however, if you look at lyrics,
Crystal meth?
crystal
Meth is involved. I believe it's like sexual
Sexual
escapades.
crystal meth?
Sexual crystal meth.
No, first part of the song is like relationship.
Yes, that's
And then
where
second
the
part of
sex
the song
happens.
is like relationship's not working. He's doing crystal meth. And anyway, as I was saying, I had apparently never heard the lyrics to that song before. So learned a new thing today.
Mackenzie?
Very nice. My media of the week is a Jenna Marbles video. She came out with one about building her dogs a train, and she just kind of, pulled them around her house, and it was quite magical and enjoyable. And so if you haven't seen it or don't stand Jenna Marbles, you should start.
Did you see the one she
Shit.
released today?
No, I haven't. I just saw it.
She takes a nap. She got 20 million subscribers and she took a nap on camera.
Amazing.
She's so wholesome.
She is.
Were you done?
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
My media of the week is also a YouTube video. None of you in this room are probably going to care about it, but it is the Shane Dawson series with Jeffree Star. Do you watch it?
I do.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I watched the episodes. I have no shame. I enjoy them. I think they're... I don't know why I care, but I do. I do care a lot. I'm really invested in it. Will I buy the makeup line? I don't have money, nor do I wear enough makeup to warrant that, but I show my support anyways.
I feel it. It's a good series.
It's so
very
good.
entertaining.
Yep.
I love that in recent years, Shane Dawson is like this, actually, people respect him as a YouTuber, but what I recall my first, interaction with Shane Dawson's content was he made, a video about, a bratty white girl on her Sweet 16, and she was, upset that her parents bought her, a fancy car or something.
I mean, early 2000s YouTube was a
It
trip
was the
in
Wild
itself.
West.
Yeah.
Remember Fred?
No.
I do. He had a
Lauren
cabbage.
does not remember Fred.
I don't want to remember Fred.
Coward. My media of the week is something that I threw together last minute.
No one would know that if you just didn't say it.
I think it characterizes me for the podcast as someone who is slapdash and very last minute, which is how I want to be known by the people.
What about all the other times that we all forgot our media of the week?
Whatever, fuck it. I don't know. Do you guys say, oh, I just picked this 10 seconds ago? You can characterize yourself however you want. I'm not going
What's your
to write
media
your
of the
story.
week?
It's a little song. Probably have never heard of it, Lauren. I've never mentioned it today.
Oh.
Song called Drunk Drivers Killer Whales by Car Seat Headrest, and I have been bumping the fuck out of it for the last 4 days. It will not leave me alone.
He also shared it, and it will not leave me alone either. And I feel like I'm back in... When did that come out?
2016.
No way.
Teens of Denial, 2016, I think so.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, so it took me back to being 16. Awesome.
I was 17 in 2016. Kenny, how old were you in 2016?
I was 17 as well.
To quote our own podcast, nobody asked for that. So
Nevermore.
I literally asked Kenny for that, and I was getting ready to literally ask Mackenzie for that, so that everyone's age would be revealed. Is that not okay?
I just don't want to be exposed as the youngest one.
You are.
Thank you.
Is she though?
I think so. Mackenzie, how old were you in 2016?
I was 16.
Interesting.
We gonna duke it out? Who's the
No,
youngest?
we'll leave the mystery be. I don't want to
Yeah, because it's this is so interesting. Let's just have the whole podcast.
tune in next week to find out who's actually the youngest.
All right, let's talk about what we came here for. Age.
I'm just here to have fun. Age. That is why we came here. Mackenzie, you chose this album.
I did
I'll let
choose
you
this
introduce
album. So we listened to Home of the Strange by Young the Giant. It came out in 2016. And the band itself, I believe there are 6 members, and they were formed in 2004 in California. This album in particular deals a lot with their immigrant background, which made it especially poignant, or however you say that word.
Poignant.
Poignant. There you go. Thank you, Bo. You've got me. Since it came out in 2016, we all know what happened in 2016.
Oh, we were 16.
Yes.
You were 16.
We.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were 16.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I was 16 in 2016. Mackenzie too.
Yes, I was.
I've heard that rumor. Anyways, why'd you choose this album?
I just really dig their sound, and I've listened to them for a little while, not as much as I would like to, so I just wanted to delve more into it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is this your favorite album of theirs?
I would say so.
I believe, Lauren, you're also familiar with Young the Giant.
I love this album.
Okay.
I've
Is this your
always loved
favorite
this
Young the
album.
Giant album?
It is, I believe.
Okay. So the way that I was introduced to Young the Giant is kind of a fun story. Lauren asked me to go to this speaking event with her in Baker, and I was like, okay, whatever. And Mr. Young the Giant himself was there. I don't know what his name is.
Samir.
That guy. He was there. That was the first time I'd ever heard of them. I listened to cough syrup or whatever it's called.
I also tweeted you Titus's.
Titus, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one point over the summer, I was like, "Dude, send me live performances," and she sent me "Titus Was Born."
It's a beautiful song. It is.
I guess you can start if you'd like, Mackenzie.
Sure. I really love all the songs on this album, and I think it's what I enjoy about it, just listening to it in whole, is that you can tell when the songs change because they're all not very different, but different enough, but they flow together really well. And I think they did a really good job of really setting a theme and making it work.
I think one of the cool things about this album is it goes, like you said, they all have a different sound, but I mean, you can tell the ones that are more electronic and upbeat, and you can tell the ones that go into acoustic, but they don't seem to be out of place. They all kind of just flow, and they do a good job of strategically placing them.
Yeah, for sure.
So just circling back around to what you said about them all sounding different. So I think this room is going to be divided in half regarding this album.
It's what we like to hear.
That is what we
Get
like to
some
hear.
conflict.
So I just want to say there's nothing wrong with this album necessarily. I don't hate it. But I will say you definitely do know when new songs start because there's a really interesting instrumental for the first 15, 20.
I think they do all have a really defining first
Yeah,
few.
they do. And they're they're totally different.
Right
I know
off
when
the
a new
bat,
song
you
starts.
can tell which song is which.
The problem is after those initial first 15, 20 seconds, it kind of falls back down into this very samey sounding verse instrumental for me. I couldn't name a single chorus on this whole album or a verse because they all end up sounding vaguely the same to me. But some of them do have some fucking slapping intros.
What was your favorite one?
Mr. Know-It-All, which I will say I was very disappointed was not a cover of the Kelly Clarkson song.
That one's groovy. That was one of my favorites.
I do believe that's the one they got some nice slap bass in there. I like some slap
The
bass.
lyrics on that one are also really fun, I think. Yes. Kenny, what are your thoughts? I heard a rumor that the room might be divided.
Okay, so I listened to America, and
Did you? This is important. Did you listen to it in order, or did
Yes.
you? Okay.
I did as well.
Okay.
I listened to America and did not enjoy it. I was, I guess, expecting more of like a coffee house type thing, and I got indie pop, and so I had to restart the album after a break, and still don't like America. But the album itself is fine. I think it
Just
suffers
fine.
with a bit of what Bo says, but at the same time, I think some of the songs overcome that, and
And
I like
think,
a couple of the songs.
yeah, I think Mr. Know-It-All is genuinely a good song. I just want to say that.
I will say that America, I think, is my least favorite song on this album.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I think it sets up the album well,
Yeah.
even though I don't necessarily enjoy the song as much.
That's the one with the wind chimes, correct? In the beginning.
It's
Yeah,
the
I
one where they
think
say
so.
America.
So that's one of my favorite songs. I don't know why though. It's weird to listen to an album that you've listened to for so long and try and analyze it, because at some point I just became numb to it. I'm just like, wow, I love all of this. But I had to go back and like actually be like, is this a good song, or do I just like it because of like my nostalgia fall time vibe songs, which is mainly why I love this album. I love it is a concept album. Not like so obviously so, but I love like how I think how many of are they all immigrants, or is it a majority? I know the drummer, the lead, and maybe the bassist.
I think they all have some kind of background with
Mhm.
it, whether they're immigrants themselves or like their family.
Yeah.
are,
So
I don't know.
they haven't brought that up a lot in their like previous album, but I like how they really come out and address all of it, and it's cool how they are able to do it in like an art form. And he kind of talked about that when I dragged Bo to talk to his talk. It was really interesting to hear him talk about it. Yeah. You don't have anything else to say?
I don't know, man. Overall, like, I feel...
What were your thoughts on Titus is Born? Because you know that's my favorite. I want to hear you. I want to hear you say it.
It's fine. Which is as much as I will say for pretty much every song on this album. It felt like a really safe indie pop rock, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Really, like just a really safe, like, mainstream album.
It's indie pop.
Indie pop. I believe this is a shared opinion. When I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is like the 1975, but way less fun.
Whoa. They sound nothing alike.
Sure.
I don't know about that. I don't know that I can agree.
I wish I could disagree more. One time Bo told me that Brendan Urie also sounded like the 1975. So
He sounds so Broadway.
he
He's
doesn't
not-
correct. Thank you.
Did you say anything
Bo's
to it?
ears.
They have talent.
I don't always trust him. I
Yeah.
don't. I
Okay.
don't.
So like, if they had less talent, they'd be Brendan Urie.
That's a good point.
Oh,
His
Okay.
vocal,
Kenny.
he's a
Kenny.
good vocalist.
Oh.
That is true.
So I'm not gonna touch that whole Panic at the Disco 1975 thing. I'm well beyond that at this point.
I'm not. I literally have never gotten over it.
That's kind of my point. But there was a lot of like instrumentally, there was a lot of points where I was like, if I heard this instrumental on, like, I can't remember any of the fucking titles of the 1975 albums because they're super long, but if that was on a 1975 album, I would not be surprised or off-put in any way.
I don't think their vocals, their songwriting, their message, I don't think any of it is even remotely similar.
The instrumental, however.
I asked someone who was a fan
Very
of this
similar.
band, and they said Home of the Strange was like a subtle, or they said it was subtly inspired by like the 1975 and
I would
Camino, the band Camino.
I would say Camino. I wouldn't say the 1975. I'd also say more Coldplay than anything.
I don't listen to much Coldplay, so I can't necessarily speak to
I
that.
mean, I
but
don't either, but I do know Coldplay. So
I've heard Paradise and Viva La Vida and the Minecraft parody of Viva La Vida. That's what we're gonna listen to next week.
no.
Fuck your Lady Gaga album. Listening to Minecraft parodies.
Don't you dare talk down on Lady Gaga
Dude,
like that
Minecraft parodies,
ever
like,
again.
Special hell. There's like Kids Bop, and there's like, and like a circle below it, there's Minecraft parodies.
Oh my god.
You're right.
I have a fun tidbit about this. So, I make my mom mix CDs because I'm poor and I can't buy her gifts. So she likes my music, so I make her mix CDs for like birthdays and Mother days,
Mother Days.
and other Mother days.
Every day's a Mother Day.
Tell your mother you love her. So I made her a mix one time, and I put Silver Tongue on it, which is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yes.
It's just it's a good one. It's a happy song, and my mom likes happy songs. So I put it on there, and I was in the car with her one day, and she goes, "Now this song, it sounds like they're talking about mayonnaise," and I was like, "Mom, what?" And she was like, "No, like the lyrics. He says I'm addicted to mayonnaise, but what can I say?" And I'm like, "Oh man, no, Mom, that's not it. It's what is it? Addicted to madness." Yeah. So she now refers to it. We saw them over the summer in Cleveland, and it's the mayonnaise song. I took her specifically to see the mayonnaise song.
That's amazing.
What a good daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I went for me, but like I brought her along because like, you know.
It's reverse Guardians of the Galaxy. The child makes
Yes.
mixes
Yeah.
for the mom.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Anyways, you have anything else, Kenny?
Nope.
I don't have anything else. I've exhausted all my opinion on this album.
If you guys want more Young the Giant, you should listen to they do these videos where they're called Out in the Open, and they go out in a remote location in nature, and they do all their songs acoustic, and it's very pretty, and I like it.
I like those too, especially Art Exhibit. I think it's really cool.
They're all really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I'm good, thank you, but I don't know. Acoustic sounds like it could be interesting.
They're good. They use that thing, you know, the instrument that has like the beads and it's a circle,
Yeah.
and this goes. They use that. What's that called?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. I used to play them in
Percussion.
church choir. Yep. Fun tidbit no one needed.
I'm gonna quote the podcast. Nobody asked for that.
That's my Lord impression. Mackenzie, do you have any more thoughts on this album?
Does anyone have top songs?
Titus is born.
Mr.
I
Know-It-All.
like that one.
Something to Believe in. Silver
Mhm.
Tongue. Nothing's over.
Silver Tongue
Nothing's
is up
Over
there
is
as well.
very good. We all just yep. So
Yes.
you didn't hate it though.
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
It's not my least favorite album. we've
Just
listened
like
to.
I
just as like an album.
Did not
Yeah.
hate it, but
Okay.
it did kind of bore me.
Mm.
I don't like that.
Bo showed me his notes earlier. I said, I didn't take notes on anything. Should I have? And he goes, I took extensive notes. And then I got scared because I was like, oh shit, I didn't do extensive notes. He pulls up his phone and it says Young the Giant notes, and it's just 4 Z's. And I almost killed him right there. I almost did. It was a close one. I just popped my elbow out of place. Sorry.
Especially to
I was-
have that in advance. Just to,
Yeah.
like,
I was like, oh, I had a thought. I was like, a thought. I'll write it down. And then by the time I typed Home of the Strange Notes at the top of the note and I like entered down twice, I forgot whatever the fuck I wanted to say. And I just put ZZZ and kept on going about my day. Never went back to it. I don't know.
Trophy.
Beautiful.
Inspiring.
Inspiring.
Actually just made me want to listen to the album again. So
Good. Do that.
Stream the album, even though it's a few years old. They have a new album out. If you want to watch, if you want to listen to that, don't watch it.
I was going to say, don't watch it.
Don't
You're
watch
not going
it.
to get much out of it.
You're not.
That, there would be
It's
4
not going
Zs
anywhere.
What's
if
the
you
new
watch
one?
it.
Yeah. Cool. We didn't fight
All right.
that much.
Only a little bit.
Why don't you tell
So-
us about
Hmm?
mm?
What?
I was afraid. I was gonna say tell us about your poorly explained, but I didn't want to get yelled at.
Yeah. So, due to
Midterms.
a
Midterms.
oh yeah.
No
Due to a midterms.
error.
Due to a near
Midterms.
categorical failure on the part of
Midterms.
myself
so does
and
this
Kenneth.
mean that Mackenzie and I get points by default? Because that's what it sounds like.
You know what?
Using that logic, the house should get him
Because the house failed.
because you didn't guess it.
I will increase your scores by 1 each. You're welcome.
Forfeit.
Yeah. Good job. Excellent job, guys.
They goofed. They didn't make one.
Yeah, so it been a week. I don't have to explain myself. There will be a poorly explained next week.
Hey, but you did say that people had gotten our poorly explained.
Yeah, so I just want to put this out there. Last week, you two did not get the poorly explained.
Because it was dumb.
Sure. But our viewers, several of them, did get the poorly explained based on Mr. Kenny's hint. That is a big pile of shit.
The viewers or the listeners?
Colloquial viewers, YouTube viewers. You don't know. Stop trying to be pedantic. Let me talk.
Wow, you must have done really good on your SAT with those words.
I did do very well on my SAT.
You actually did. You did better than me, but I don't want to talk about it.
So, we watched a movie.
Did we?
I believe it was called Donkey Dorko. Am I correct?
Oh, I'm... That's it.
So, Lauren, how about you
Hold
introduce it for us?
Yeah, you picked this movie.
I did. I don't really know how to describe it. It's, what year did it come out? 2001?
Yes,
Okay, 2001.
an interesting year for plane-related events. Continue.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh.
It came out in like January. I was like, hold on a second, 2001.
So Jake Gyllenhaal, cool guy. You may know him. What?
I have to interrupt you for a second before
Jesus
I forget.
God.
So, fun fact, Kenny texted me and he was like, Jake Gyllenhaal is way out of Maggie Gyllenhaal's league. And I was like, question marks went off. Because I was like, what the fuck?
Did
Yeah.
you think they were married?
Yes, he did. He was like, they totally met at Donnie Darko, didn't they? And I was like, Kenny, they're related. Anyways,
Kenny, that's so sad.
he's not wrong, though. Jake Gyllenhaal is way out of Maggie Gyllenhaal's league
That's
Maggie
true.
Gyllenhaal is adorable.
in Donnie Darko.
What do you mean? She was in Stranger Than Fiction.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Donnie Darko. There's a...
What happens?
What does happen? Jake Gyllenhaal is a teen with some mental struggles, and he sees a rabbit man that tells him the world's gonna end in 28 days,
Some shit
6
like that.
hours,
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Whatever.
And yeah, some stuff happens. I didn't write a thing about it. Sorry, I should have been more prepared.
didn't either.
But
It's
I'm
okay.
just that's about it. His
So-
sister's in it.
You had seen this movie before.
Mm-hmm.
You had seen this movie before.
Yes.
Gesturing to Kenny. I had seen this movie before. Mackenzie, had you seen this movie
I
before?
have not.
If you would like to start, you're more than welcome.
We always just throw you right to the wolves, don't we?
By we mean Bo,
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
collectively.
You're welcome.
We can start. Someone else can start, unless Mackenzie wants to start.
I
Did
don't-
you like it?
Actually,
Yeah, I did like it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
you should have started Bo.
Why?
You guys
We
should have
always
started
do circle.
because Kenny has beef
fine,
with Donnie
okay.
Darko.
I actually don't.
You did.
Okay.
Oh,
I
is
guess
there
I
is there a
am.
team?
I
Let's
guess
go,
I am.
Kenny.
The first time I watched it, my review of it would have been kind of boring, pretentious, not worth talking about. I watched it again. It's very 2000s, like early 2000s, late 90s. So it's like a little time capsule. And that was fun. It is still kind of pretentious.
You
There
know
are
it's
some parts
supposed
of
to
it
be
that
in
are
the
fun.
80s.
Yeah, but like the filming techniques.
Yeah.
are like
The
Oh.
writing
90s.
style.
Yeah.
I thought you just meant like it was just like 2001. I was like,
No.
okay, that is when it was made, so that's fitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't knock it because of that.
I'm not knocking it because of that.
You can. He wasn't, but you can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to either. So please don't stare lasers at me.
I'm not.
I was anticipating.
So did your opinion change?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that. Or I just
I
gotta
like it.
yank it out of you, or
I like it.
Teeth pulling time.
It did seem very circular, but circular as in like a lot of nothing from the beginning to the end. But it was nothing in a good way, if that makes sense. I don't know. There were some parts of it that were like not the best, but a lot of
Like
parts
what?
of it were fun.
specifically?
All right, I'll jump in
Yeah,
if you want.
save him, please. He's
So,
drowning over
yeah,
there.
so I also was going into this like, oh god, this movie's gonna be fucking boring and pretentious, because that's how I remembered it. It is definitely still pretentious. Some of the acting is like not good.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, she did not bring her A game
I know.
or
I know,
her
right?
B
And
game.
I love her. And I watched this movie and I was like, what was she doing?
She was written to be
Yeah.
maybe the worst person I've ever seen in my life.
Also, the significance. Here's my beef. I love this movie dearly. Like, I would die for this movie. But her relationship with the other teacher is so irrelevant. And they could have just. They show them sleeping together at the end. Well, why? Like, why? Why'd they need that?
I don't know.
I didn't even know they were together until that point in the movie.
She wasn't really necessary to the story at all.
No, she wrote
No,
cellar door on the
Cellar
board.
door.
How are you going to introduce cellar door without, like, you can't just have somebody look at this
Penny,
odd-looking cellar door and
how
have them
else
walk
would
in or
Donnie
something.
have sat next to Gretchen? You know, that was possible. It was the
could have been-
worst part of the movie.
it could have
Easily
been
the
physics
worst part of the
class.
movie. If we can just get this out of the way, we can talk
Yeah.
about what a great movie
Why
that
the
is.
fuck was the English class even in this movie?
Yeah, it didn't need to be at all.
No, it didn't need
It
to
could have
be.
been a physics.
Why?
class.
Yeah, this physics
Well-
teacher appears as if from nowhere after being mentioned by.
Like, they don't
The-
want me to tell you about.
He's like, I'll lose my job.
Like, why does it's a Christian school? The English classes in the movie
Where they learn
strictly because
teach
yes,
physics.
children still learn physics.
Yes, but they can't teach physics.
They can't talk about time travel. No, they can't talk about wormholes in a Christian school.
Why does this
Why?
high school teacher
Against
even
the
know
law.
That's the
about
devil.
time travel?
I don't know
Like-
either. But
Dude,
I
actually, I have
the
a game
English
theory
class was
as to
in
why
it
he knows.
because of the mattress story.
How did
Okay.
you getting talked over beta man?
So it feels
I
pretty good.
started talking saying this point like 10 minutes ago, guys.
It feels pretty good, Kenny. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'll talk over him
I understand
again.
why you just
That's
let
a
it
good
happen.
idea, Lauren.
The mattress story is why the English class was in the movie. Because they went in and they're like, well, why did they write this book? And Donnie goes, to ruin everything, light everything on fire, blow up the whole place. That's why. That's why it's in the movie, to create chaos. And then that's a thing for what he's going to do in the movie.
It's a forgettable movie. I think that's
I
what
do.
I was getting
I
at.
do think. Maybe.
I don't think so.
So the
What?
physics teacher, I don't remember his fucking name, but he's played by Noah Weil, who also stars in these like fucking B-movie ripoff of Indiana Jones.
What?
Yeah, it's called The Librarian. There are 3 or 4 of them, and I believe there's a TV show as well.
There is a TV show called The Librarian.
Librarians.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
horrible.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
I
but I've
watched
seen
one
the
episode with my
movies.
mom and it was terrible.
I have seen the movies, and he plays the titular librarian, and they do all kinds of wacky Indiana Jones type shit. So maybe that's why he knows about time travel.
Oh my god, that was him.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. All right,
I said that.
cool. I don't think it's a forgettable movie.
I mean, we watched it 2 days ago.
I don't know.
Monday. We watched it
Sunday.
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 I already kind of don't remember it.
Yeah.
I feel
And
like
this is
if
my
it was
second
a
viewing.
little scarier, I would have remembered it.
Yeah.
Dude, the first time I watched this movie, the bunny haunted me for
How old were you?
weeks. The young age of 17, Bo.
The first time you watched the movie, you were 17?
Yeah, I was 17, and I was terrified.
So what year would that have been?
That would have been in 2017.
Okay, good. Just keeping up.
Just saying, I was 17 in the year 2017. I am
That's good to
now
know.
I am now 19 in the year 2019.
That's good to know.
The soundtrack for this movie, did you guys like it? Are you into like 80s movies?
It's a little obnoxious.
At some points, but like
Yeah.
the Tears for Fears.
The
part,
Tears for Fears part is good.
really good.
The other two song implants that I remember were not good.
Yeah.
Like what?
The opening scene is a song implant. And I was like,
No, it's not.
Z Z Z Z Z.
That's
Yeah,
such a
he-
good song.
I-
The Killing Time?
Nice song. Didn't
Was it?
care that it was in the movie.
Was it the Young the Giant album?
Notorious, that scene.
I don't know what that.
I don't
the,
remember.
the
Dancing.
Notorious B.I.G. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The song that the children dance to.
Oh yes,
Yeah. Sparkle Motion.
that shit was stupid.
Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Amazing. My favorite line in the movie, there's a lot, but my favorite line in the movie is when she comes to her door and she won't drive the kids to
To the airport.
the airport. She won't. She just won't. She goes, "Sorry, man." She goes, "I doubt your dedication to Sparkle Motion." And
Yeah.
it's such a like serious movie, but that moment, it's great. I'm sure you hated it.
I kind of forgot about it, but now that you've mentioned it again, that is a good line.
I was-
She's
That is
a
very
good
serious
line.
about
I was
that.
looking at my notes and I have feces equals baby mice. That was a
Yes,
That was a
Yes.
good line.
that was a running meme.
Hey, Bo, do you want to explain Lanky Kid since you shouted it? Like
Oh yeah,
9
so I
trillion
was like
times.
just looking at the cast, and Jerry Trainer of iCarly fame.
Oh, that whole scene
Yes.
where all the young stars are in it. Like Ashley
No.
Tisdale,
Well, yes,
Jerry Trainer, the
Yes.
kid from Zoe 101.
but I will tell you, in the first scene of the movie, I was looking at the cast list. So this is like maybe an hour and a half
The guy
prior,
that looks like Joe Jonas.
and I was like, Jerry Trainer's in this movie. He plays Lanky Kid, and I was like, is that Lanky Kid? The whole fucking movie
It was like
until
it was like, are we there yet? But instead of just anytime a white kid that's like kind of skinny, Bo's like, is that Lanky Kid? Over the movie.
that's Lanky Kid, isn't it? No, that's not Lanky Kid. That's what we did the whole movie. That's what I did the whole movie.
Yep.
My dad's very upset at me about it.
Mm.
So did you want to talk about what actually happens in the movie, or like did you have any thoughts?
What does actually happen in the movie, Lauren?
Do I have to explain it? I mean, I will.
It's your movie. I can explain it if you want, but
I
it
mean,
might
it's-
be
it's-
poorly explained.
It's over. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut up right now. Oh my god. I mean, did you understand what was going on as a first-time viewer?
Not really, but then
Okay.
I went and
Did you look it up?
yeah, I looked it up and
Yeah.
realized that it probably would have been better if I watched the director's cut.
See,
That
I
is
don't,
what we watched.
I don't like the director's cut because it
What's
takes
the-
all the like mystery out
What's
of
the
it.
difference?
It's basically you have no idea what's in the philosophy of time travel book, and you just like don't know
Oh,
what's
they
going
don't
on.
put the pages up on the screen?
No.
They do
Okay.
a little
they?
bit. Yeah.
The pages on the screen is maybe the most annoying thing in the whole movie. It's fucking stupid, but without that information, it's more confusing.
It makes the scene where the predestined like
The bubble penis, I believe we were calling it.
oh, Jesus Christ. Of course you did.
Bubble penis. That's
Bubble
what it is.
buddy.
It's coming out of his chest.
Bubble chest penis. I don't know. We had a name. It was a
It
whole
looks
thing.
like the Bubble Man in SpongeBob. Anyways, it comes
Just
out of the chest.
alien.
So I mean, I read a theory on Reddit one time where it was like, oh, the aliens are involved. No, I don't think. There's like a hole. If you delve into it, you could fall down a wormhole, you could say.
It's just a wormhole, bro. It ain't that deep.
Yeah, they think it is. A lot of people think it is, and I'm like, I don't care that much. I don't know.
Did you hear the director is making a sequel? to it?
It's been made. It
no,
was
he's
horrid.
making another sequel, and it's
Why?
the director.
So
Because the other one wasn't made by the same director, but R. Kelly is making another sequel.
What's it called, Kenny?
Fuck if I know.
Donnie
Not actual title.
Piss on an underage girl, allegedly.
It's actually Dick Kelly, but it's Richard Kelly.
It's Richard Kelly.
I'm calling him R. Kelly.
Yeah, not R. Kelly of Ignition Remix and running a sex cult fame.
Yes.
Continue.
I don't even know where I was after that.
I believe Kenny was the one talking, actually, now that I've thought about it for a second. But
A jet comes through. He gets saved by the rabbit the first time. Messes everything up. He's got to be killed by the engine again. That's what happens, more or less. Bunny though, bunny costume, scary, big
a
scary.
fucking bunny.
Frank?
Why would Frank help him when he shot him in the eye?
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, he
'Cause
literally
he
shows
lives.
up. No.
Frank has no
He lives.
Well,
when Donnie dies,
I was
he
gonna say, I
lives.
guess in the end.
Yeah, but Frank has no stake in the matter. He just shows up to like help Donnie shoot him in the eye.
It seems completely nonsensical to me.
Yeah, I feel like the world he created was a little underexplained and not
Poorly explained, even maybe.
Poorly explained. You're right.
Patrick Swayze with child pornography.
Gotta love that. That adds a whole new element to Ghost or whatever that.
I think the best
pottery
character.
movie is?
Yeah.
You guys know about
Ghost,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Ghost, the movie Ghost.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Off Frank Ocean's famous song.
Ghost,
Good.
the band?
I think.
Swedish metal band or whatever
No,
they're
'cause,
from.
Frank Ocean Swim Good. He directly references Ghost. No Swayze.
Oh, okay. I'm not well enough versed with Frank Ocean to test either way on this.
Me either. But thank you, Kenny.
You're welcome. Known Frank Ocean lore master Kenny Beck.
Swim Good, really good.
Swim really good?
Nope, just Swim Good.
Big bunny, man gets crushed by jet engine. Cool.
Okay, so
That's it.
I'll briefly explain. The movie happens, and then at the end of the movie unhappens.
Yes.
That's a pretty good.
Hell yeah.
All of the events of the plot are like
Is Jake Gyllenhaal not great though?
he's fine.
Oh my god.
The movie like moves.
I think
It
Jake
happens.
Gyllenhaal's great.
Thank you.
For the record, Jake Gyllenhaal's best role, Velvet Buzzsaw.
You're lying.
No,
That
not
movie's
a good
not
movie.
good.
It's not, but Jake Gyllenhaal in it, very
Jake
good.
Gyllenhaal's good in everything.
He's amazing though.
He's good in
That's
everything.
his best role.
Oh my god.
Y'all like Nightcrawler?
That's also good, but same guy that made Velvet Buzzsaw.
Oh, is it? I
Really?
didn't know that.
But
Well, he
Jake
made one
Gyllenhaal-
good movie
One
and
bad
one
movie.
bad movie.
Yes.
I had high hopes for
That
Velvet
does often
Buzzsaw.
happen.
Mostly just because Jake Gyllenhaal was in it. I have high hopes for him. I really support him in everything he does. Maybe one day he'll love
Didn't
me
you
back.
like plug his Broadway?
Yeah, I did.
play or
I
some
literally am in love with him. That's it. That's all we need to know.
Mackenzie, when you like tweet out this episode, will you at Mr.
Yeah, please.
Mr. Gyllenhaal?
Please.
I can add Jake
Okay,
Gyllenhaal.
cool.
Please let him love me. Sorry, not let. Make him love me.
I'll see what I can do.
Breaking news: restraining order filed by Jake Gyllenhaal against.
Podcast host.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Jake, I love you. Please.
You can keep talking while I'm dying. Like, that's background noise, dude.
No, I just realized Jake was a J name, and I didn't need to.
Anyways,
J names will ruin your life.
fuck, dude. There's a part in this movie that I just remembered where Mr. Dornko, whatever his fucking name is.
You know the name. Don't act like you
Okay,
don't.
fine. Mr. Danky Dorko, his girlfriend comes over to this Halloween party, and she's like, hey, my mom, a stab wound victim, has mysteriously disappeared, while my at-large father, who stabbed her many years ago, 4 times in the chest, I would like to say, she's
Police
gone.
said to go somewhere safe.
Police
so
said to go
I
somewhere
went
safe.
to my schizophrenic boyfriend's house.
And Dippy Dicko says, let's fuck.
Actually, Doinky. Did not say that. He just kind of.
He didn't say anything because he's super awkward.
Yeah.
No, Doinky said.
Also, she is the worst person for like being under witness protection because everyone knew she was under witness protection.
She goes,
Yeah,
my
what the
name's
fuck?
not even Gretchen. My name's not even Gretchen. I'm like, that ruins the whole point, Gretchen.
Supposed to say that, Gretchen.
Like even the bullies knew. That's
I
not-
love
that's,
the
like,
part where
first friend.
fucking bully Chad Seth Rogen is like, "Didn't your dad stab your mom?"
And the
like, he
teacher
doesn't
just
even
goes,
try.
get out.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore. That's why she was in
No,
the
it
movie.
was- that was
the
actually
point,
no while.
No, the point of
They're
that movie
in
was
physics
literally
class when
like the
he does that.
poster where they were gonna show baby's dreams, or they were gonna put it over the eyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
He was like, "Did you ever think that babies need darkness?" And they were like, "No, bro, this is like a high school physics class."
Mr. Weil, it ain't that deep.
Oh. You know, Gretchen was Johanna in The Hunger Games, because it took me
I did know that.
the entire movie to figure that out.
But as we discussed earlier, I did spend quite,
Quite
some
some
time
time.
reading the cast list for this movie. There's also actually there's two people from iCarly in this movie. Jerry Trainer and then the old man. He's the principal or some such.
Yes.
In
Mr.
iCarly, he's like the building manager.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow, do you think they met on Donnie Darko?
That's how he got the job with Jerry Trainer, who played Lanky Kid.
Lanky Kid. Ashley Tisdale was shining role in this.
Kim. She got a name. Jerry Trainer didn't get a name.
How did Kim get a name?
Somebody yells her name at her.
yeah.
Kim.
Her sister was like, "Fuck off, Kim."
Oh.
Yeah, she's like, Kim,
Oh,
you
yeah.
suck.
Because she was worried about her obesity.
Yeah, she's like, "My sister eats her feelings," and she's like, "Fuck off."
She's
Kim."
like, yeah.
It was great.
I like the part where Donnie Darko walks up to the front of the presentation and is
Doinky
like,
Darko.
where, I can't make one up anymore. We've exhausted all the options.
Donkey Dorno.
Where Ducky Ducko, Ducky McQuacko goes up to the front of this presentation and he's just like, he just like kind of goes off on the presenter, and they let him say the entire thing,
And then
Like-
they take him out.
and then they take him out.
Yeah.
That's how you know the establishment of the school is actually on his side.
And then he
So,
tells
we'll
the
let him finish.
teacher to put the book up her ass.
That shit was
Actually,
so fucking funny.
forcibly
Yes.
insert it into
Yeah.
her
He
anus,
told
which is so funny. Like the
That
dad
was
comes
the
out
best.
laughing.
He's laughing. It's great. No, that scene is great.
Good scene.
I had a good time watching that. Yeah. Mhm. Fabulous.
What was it with the parents' divorce? Not divorce.
Yeah. Following that scene, there's a scene where the
She's-
parents are sitting together at dinner.
The mom's like, "I don't think."
The mom's like, I don't think we should reward such vile behavior in the school. And he's like, I think we should buy him a moped. And she says, I think we should get a divorce. And then they
That's-
cut away and they
That's the
never go back
director's
to it.
cut, because I've never seen that.
I didn't see that either, but it
Well,
sounds funny.
shit. They
My
added that
favorite
in the
part
director's
between the
cut.
parents is when Dorco's like bitch, and then his mom hears him and he comes in, he goes, "Our son just called me a bitch," and the dad goes, "You're bitchin'." I liked that because nice.
The inclusion of that scene in the director's cut was not helping me because I had to like stop the movie and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
We had
'Cause
to
they-
rewind several times
Yeah.
to laugh at it because that's not good.
Yeah, because it
What?
like that scene that I was describing where the mom is like, we're gonna get a fucking divorce. They're both looking off camera and it's like kind of tightly framed where they're both on the left side.
Yeah, I've
So it
definitely never
looks like-
seen that.
It looks like it should pan to like a reaction shot of someone on the other side of the table, but they're just talking to each other and it's like maybe 10, 15 seconds where they just say the lines. There's not much dead air between them and then it cuts away to something completely fucking different. And the next time we see
Probably
the
because
mom,
it wasn't actually ever meant to be in the movie.
the next time we see the mom, I believe, is the sparkle motion.
No, it
Scene.
cuts to them with the therapist.
That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. They're with Mr. Darko's therapist.
That's
I
a
noticed there was
weird
a
transition.
pumpkin carved in the shape of the bunny that I never noticed before.
The one where he like turns the pumpkin to camera and says, "What do you think about this?" And it's the bunny.
No.
Oh.
I-
I didn't.
Unless that's in the director's cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
there you go.
carves the bunny and shows it to Maggie.
Oh, nope. It was just sitting there, and I was like, are we gonna talk about that? we didn't.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, when I looked at the difference between the director's cut, it just said it took a lot of like the mystery out. I'm tangled in the headphone cord. Help. It took a lot of the mystery out of
I liked
Yeah.
it more for that.
I didn't feel like there was much mystery.
See, I kind of liked that about it. Like, I liked that the first time I watched it, I was like, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, I like the director's cut.
Yeah.
There's some
Because you
There's
don't
some-
like fun.
there's some real jank in the director's cut, and I think them adding scenes like that really contributes to it. Maybe
Jank?
yes. It's janky.
Yeah.
The flow
You
between
like the
scenes.
janky.
No. I don't like this is my problem with the director's cut. Is that
Oh, I thought you said you liked
the scenes are like disjointed, and often I assume now because of the inclusion of like the random scenes of like the mom and
Is
dad
that how
talking.
most director's cuts are? Because I don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Most director's cuts are like
Because I don't make a habit of
They're
purchasing
stupid.
them.
they're like directors are often tamed by their editors in a very productive way.
Did this director do anything else?
I don't know him.
He did the sequel that's coming out 2021.
Why can't they just leave it? The second one, I looked it up. It has Ed Westwick in it from Gossip Girl. If you know Chuck Bass, he's in the sequel. The girl from Step Up 2 is in it. Yeah, no. The sequel got a 3.5, I believe, out of 10.
On IMDb.
Because it turned a metal bunny. It turned into a metal bunny in the desert. They get stuck in the... No, I think it's just bad. Minus the ass. No.
It's metal.
Literally metal, not in a good way.
Rock on.
And then the sister, who is the only returning character. So, looks bad. Wouldn't watch it. It's S. Darko. Don't watch it.
What a fucking terrible title.
Yeah,
How
because
am I supposed to make a dumbass fucking joke out of that?
you can't. Starko.
Donkey Stark.
Is her name like Stephanie or something?
Samantha.
Oh, close.
Don't even remember the name of your character.
Jeez.
Is it my am I
You.
Samantha?
Yes.
I said your character, not that you are Samantha.
That was the sparkle motion move. Yeah,
Good job.
This is an audio program. They cannot see what you just
I
did.
know, but I wanted you guys to see it.
Lauren is doing sparkle motion dances in the corner.
Notorious. You guys are telling me you didn't know that song?
No.
No.
All right.
I know.
Thank you.
There you go.
The 80s, the soundtrack was good. I know you guys think it's annoying, but the soundtrack was really good.
All of the
I like
songs
the
that I heard
soundtrack, too.
were fine. I didn't
You
have
guys
any problems
really
with the
love
songs.
that word.
The inclusion of the songs in some of the scenes, however, a little bit annoying.
In the final scene, what?
When he's laughing.
Yeah, the song they played.
What
What was that one?
Sound of Silence?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
By Simon and Garfunkel.
That was like,
Except it was a cover.
No, that was Mad World.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
But
I
the-
remember when
there's-
Mad World started playing, I cackled. I
Yes.
bent over and started laughing.
I was about to say, I have PTSD.
Who
from
actually
that song still
sang
from
that
The
song? Because it's
Graduate.
not the
Yeah.
original version. Huh?
Simon Garfunkel.
I just said
believe-
it's not the original version.
Behind Blue Eyes, there is a Fred Durst version of this song, but I don't think that's the original.
Limp
Okay.
Bizkit.
Because
The
I know,
Who. The Who.
Who?
not in that. Not no.
That's the original version.
I meant in the movie.
Oh, in the movie? I'm not sure. Let me keep talking.
Did you like the scene where he was laughing? Did it seem like a closure, or did you not enjoy it? You know what? Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say?
No,
what were you thinking?
I was gonna get mad because the end was dumb. But did you like the laughing?
I thought it was funny. I mean, like he knows he's about to die.
Yeah.
He's just having a good time.
How did it end on the normal one? Because I don't remember.
Oh, this is what I was gonna get mad about. So, Gretchen, or whatever her name is, Little Miss Princess
Oh,
Protection
shit.
Program.
I feel stupid now.
What?
Tears for Fears sings that version of Mad World.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Gretchen, she rides by on her bike, and they're bringing out the body, and this kid goes, she goes, what happened? And this kid goes, jet engine came down and killed the kid. Why? Did you know him? And there's like a dramatic pause, and she goes, no. And then the mom is there, like, smoking a cig, and Gretchen, for some reason, feels the need to, like, wave at this, like, mom who's, like...
They look at each other. Okay,
Like, why would you wave?
I can explain it, I think.
And then the kid waves, too, and it's...
I have the forbidden knowledge of the director's cut, if you would like me to impart it.
I mean, go for it.
Okay, so
It's
the
maddening,
pages,
though.
the pages that flash up, one of them says, like, when the timelines, like, go back to the way that they should be, which is when the jet engine kills Dickie Dicko. Some people will completely forget, and some people will, like, kind of remember and feel weird about it, is basically the way that I interpreted it. So the mom and Gretchen were, like, close to the incident, so it seems like maybe they remember it more, because the mom was on the plane where the jet engine came from, and Gretchen was, like, just there, slightly dead, but she was
Slightly dead.
Was she dead?
Yeah.
He's never like, oh my god, she's dead. So,
I
like, how was I
Dude,
ever
Frank-
supposed to know?
I'm
Went back
pretty
in time
sure...
just so he could kill Gretchen.
Yeah, what the fuck? What an asshole. Yo, Frank,
You killed her.
you killed her.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Donnie Darko gives off massive school shooter vibes.
Yeah.
It was
Because he
bad.
finds the gun.
That scene, I was like, oh man. But just, like, kind of in general,
Why?
shifty, weird high school white kid.
Yeah, but he's schizophrenic.
I don't think you're helping your case.
No.
Pumped up kicks in the background for the
Yeah.
entire movie.
Yeah, but you probably would have thought that was better than the original soundtrack, but
I like the.
I just said I liked all of the songs on the soundtrack. I just didn't like that they were included.
right. But if picture this, pumped up kicks playing behind the I hate when you go cross-eyed and you look at the mic so much. I just look over and Bo's like cross-eyed and I'm like trying to talk and it's just
I'm just looking at this mic.
It's
why
not
don't
moving
you
anywhere.
marry it?
I think that's illegal.
So pumped up kicks is playing behind the entire movie, and when it ends, it just loops again. Thoughts? Director's cut? Better or worse?
I don't remember which one I watched the first time
So
I
as
or
we
the difference.
as we
between
conclude
it.
this episode, I
Director's
have to make a drop in. Kids Bop. I just have to mention it on every episode.
We talked
We
about
already
Kids Bop
mentioned it.
earlier.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't.
Yeah, we
We
did.
did. We were talking
Oh,
about
when you were
Minecraft
talking
parodies.
over us.
Yeah, like how Minecraft.
I don't think we were
parodies are,
talking
like,
over you.
Slightly deeper circle of hell.
Yeah.
My pick for this week is Kids Bop version of Lizzo's Truth Hurts.
No.
That
No.
sounds offensive.
Stream it.
My pick is the Kids Bop version of Humble by Kendrick Lamar.
No. Does that exist?
No, I just made that up. I don't know.
What are you sure? You make things up and then they really exist. I know for a fact that Truth Hurts by Lizzo exists because I listened to it.
I think everyone's listened to Truth Hurts by Lizzo.
Not the Kids Bop version.
Oh, fuck.
Is it real?
I spoke it into existence.
Awesome. Awesome.
I wish I could.
Can you pull up the lyrics?
Instead
That's
of putting our outro beats here, you should probably put the Kids Bop version of Humble.
I don't want to get copyright claimed by Kids fucking Bop. So maybe we won't do that. I can't find the I can't find the lyrics.
What are we doing next week?
Next week, I don't know. You picked the album. Why don't you say it?
Next week we'll be listening to The Fame Monster by Lady Gaga and watching
Antichrist.
Halloweentown. No.
what are we watching?
Halloweentown.
Oh, you're right.
Yep, not Antichrist.
I was looking in the comments, hoping that somebody would have posted the lyrics to this song. And the third comment is Dorothy Ann 2 years ago said, I jerked off to this song. Which I think is very illegal.
To Kids Bop? Does that count?
Absolutely.
Children.
Just in the mood of Patrick Swayze.
Oh my god.
Bye.